Hello, this is Tammy from Tammy Colors 2. If you have been with me for a while, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. And this is going to be my kind of coloring goals, what I've learned, what I want to do next year. This year, it's 2022 after all, and what I have figured out to color for the month of January. I'm not really a goal person. I don't usually do New Year's resolutions and all that. However, I started writing things down randomly here and there, and it kind of said, you know, these are just things. I don't know what else to call them other than goals. They're just things I'd like to do this year. So I'll go over those, and then we'll see. Maybe you guys can help me with a couple of things that I'm really not sure how to do. So I just started my channel in July, and so last year I didn't really have any plans or goals. I just did it. I just, you know, wanted to share stuff and color with my friends on YouTube, and so that's why I did it, purely to have fun and share. So this year, I discovered that I've been organizing my office again, and I discovered that I have a lot of coloring books. I have a lot of supplies, and this is common. We all do this, I think. So use more, buy less. I really just, I mean, I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy with the supplies I have. Does that mean I'm not going to buy things? No, I mean, I'm a realist. I know that every month I'll probably buy something. But am I going to have a haul of 12, 15 books and 5 supplies? I don't know. I hope not, because I got to use some stuff. I mean, I've thought about doing some kind of a reward system, but I'm actually pretty good. So we'll see. I don't go out and spend tons of money, and it's just not my thing. I don't really enjoy shopping. I always joke that I'm not a real girl. So use more, buy less. That's one of the things I want to do. Learn to use some of the supplies that intimidate me, which kind of goes along with challenge myself to use medium supplies that I have and don't use. Gel sticks, watercolor pencils by Watercolors. I've been playing with them a lot, but I don't go to them. Sometimes I want to, and it's because I'm not a I'm not a page prep person. I don't like what the satin glazing liquid does to the page. I don't like the gritty feeling. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but so I don't know. I'll play with it a little more, but I really want to start using my Faber-Castell Albert Dürer and some of my other watercolor pencils. And I have some watercolors. I have gouache. I have my gel sticks. I have Neocolor 2s. I have like a set of 15 Neocolor 2s, and I've never used them. It's like I can't figure it out. Those are difficult for me. Anyway, I'll look up some videos and see. But, you know, I want to do that more, not be afraid, just do stuff. But I don't know if my brain can really wrap itself around more than one. I don't know. I can't see it like in the beginning, but you know, I'm still learning, so we'll see. No, I don't think that made any sense, but finish pictures, because I have a really bad habit of starting a picture and then getting partway through it and then saying no. I mean, unless I'm really unhappy with it, I need to finish it. I'll just start like a whole bunch of pictures and then walk away, and it's because I want to color more. I want to color more things, and really I'm happier when I finish things. So make more time to color. I have been really bad about that. It was a big struggle for me to tell my husband tonight that hey, I'm gonna go film a video. It'll take me like 15 minutes. And the worst part is my husband is the nicest person in the world. I mean, I could say, hey, I'm gonna go drive around the park and he'd be like, okay. You know, he's just, you know, we have an amazing relationship. But for some reason, I just can't quite figure out how to make myself walk away from him. You know, it's like when we're not working, I like doing things with him or when he's not sleeping. So anyway, I'm getting better at that. So, it's baby steps. I know some people think I'm crazy. Post pictures to Instagram more. Yeah, I need to do that. Date my pictures from now on. Every time I finish one, it's going to have a date on it. So there we go. Keep track of the mediums I use. I have an idea that like when I finish a page, I bought like a bunch of sticky notes, and then, you know, like if I color this picture, I'll put a sticky note with the mediums I used. And if I did a buddy color, who with, you know, the date that it's finished will be like at the bottom of the page. So that's my idea. Because, you know, if you're looking at a picture to figure out something you like, you're going to be actually looking at that picture. So why keep it in a book? Why not keep it next to the picture? Excuse me. So we'll see how that works out. Challenge myself to, I already did that. I really want to get like 1,000 subscribers, so possibly I could do a live stream. The thought terrifies me, but they look fun, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I can just keep having fun and hope people watch, because really it's just about fun and sharing for me, to be fair. It's not my fault that YouTube has restrictions. Then, all right, so we're going to talk about my little book here. So I decided I want to keep track of the pictures I color in my book. I need to write down what I color each month. So I've been watching a lot of bullet journaling videos, and they are quite terrifying, to be fair. The funny part is I am totally the kind of person that could do a bullet journal. The other problem is like, I don't really care about the calendar. I don't care about all these things. I bought, excuse me, I bought the 2022 Creative Companion. So it's got calendar. I can write things down. Maybe I just need to use this to write down the pages I color every month. So I might just do that. But I want a record. I really, really love what Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors and the Coloring Kid do. They have like the title of the book, and then they have boxes for a box for every page in the book. And then when you color that page in, you color in the box. And so that way you know how many pictures. But the problem is, you know, they're mostly doing that for their 10 books to finish, or books that they're project books that they're working on, or whatever. So I don't really know. I could probably do, I don't know, it's interesting. I thought I would use this book as an experiment, to see like if I can track pictures in my coloring books, maybe. That way I can see what I'm coloring in and what I'm not, flip through it. I don't know if anybody's done that or tried to do that. I mean, it's a daunting task to think about, because there's a lot of books here. And to do something like that for every one is going to be a time suck. And I just don't know if it's worth it in the end. It's a neat idea, and I love the idea of being able to look at, you know, flip through and see how many pictures have I colored in this book. Or I want to pick a book that I haven't really colored much in, and you can see by the number of boxes you colored in. But, you know, like I said, I don't want to spend 2 hours doing that and then 45 minutes coloring. You know what I mean? I would rather spend all my time coloring than doing that. So, I have a book to play around with. I have a bunch of books that have all kinds of blank journals, because I love journals. I don't do anything with them. They're all blank, but I love them. This was actually from an event at work. so I didn't buy that one. So that's what I'm going to do. Then, as far as picking books every month, because I'm trying to pick books that I haven't colored in or I want to do stuff with. So I'm going to have whatever seasonal books I have to color from. One Mystery Colors, which is, let's see, so I can show you as I go through here. That might be easier if I can get down in the stack. Go this way. So, because of course what I'm talking about first. So the seasonal books that I have picked out would be winter books. And we'll scooch out a little bit here. So I have 50 snowflakes to color, which I had an idea that I would do this all in glitter gel pen. And maybe everything in like blues and golds and silvers, you know, that kind of color scheme. We'll see. Yeti, which I can color any time of year, but it seems fun to do it in the winter. Sherry Baldy's Snow Dragons. Now, not a ton of these are Christmassy, so I thought it would be fun to do a winter dragon. Whimsical Winter Wonderland by Molly Harrison. There's a good number of these that are just wintry. Who knows, I may even do a Christmas picture out of season. Oh my gosh, shock and awe. Then I have Winter Windlings. I'm flipping and not talking. Winter Windlings by Weena McNamee, which I've had for a while and I've never colored in, and I want to because I love her books. So we'll do something in there. Maybe Winter Dreamlings. I've never colored anything in here, but I want to, and 90% of these are just wintry pictures. Winter Snow Globes, which I just got, is Sherry Baldy. And these are so adorable. So I'm sure I could probably manage to do something out of there. And then Creative Haven's Winter Scenes, which are all kinds of winter scenes. Shouldn't take long to color if it has a lot of snow in it, right? And here's one from last year I need to finish. I think I wrote down what markers I was using so I wouldn't forget. So that's the seasonal books. So then every month I will have a mystery colors, and I have to decide because I have a subscription. So I still have this one because I've been failing to color in them, and maybe I'll just finish this one, go to the next one, but I have this one out this month. Then some random, I was trying to decide about color by number books. So what I did was I have all of my color by number books on one shelf over here. Well, 1 and an 8 shelves. So I picked out Mystery Mosaics book 2. I finished book 1, so this is the next one, and then I would just go in order. I just go front to back. Randomly kind of just pulled this off the shelf. I haven't done anything in it. I'm thinking glitter gel pens would be fabulous in this book. Mosaic Art Sea Creatures. I'm trying to finish this because I've done quite a bit in it, and it would be nice to finish it. Zen Doodle Color by Number Stained Glass. I have not done anything in. This is a Deborah Muller one, and these pictures shouldn't take long, so I could do something in here. And then continuing my quest to be happy with the medium that I'm using in a Creative Haven Color by Number book. I picked American Landscapes because I have not done anything in here, and they're fairly simple, so maybe I can get something done in there. So that's that. Then okay, so next I spent some time organizing my coloring books. So I've got categories, and then I've got stuff that are sort of categorized, if that makes sense, because, you know, the way my brain works, I have to kind of go with what's working for me. So I have 3 shelves that have nothing but like an artist's books. Like they're all my Johanna Basfords and all of my Kirby Roseannes and my Hannah Carlson and my you know, other hardback special, Lulu Mayo, you know, everything that's like a series. What's her name? German. Rita Berman. My Natura panoramic books. Anything that's like cool, special, comes in a series like that. I have on these 3 shelves. So I may in the future pick more, but I picked Mythomorphia because I need to finish this turtle. I know once I told the story about how this was one of the first color alongs that I decided to do. And I did this one, and it was, I can't remember her name. She's English, that did this, started it, and she never finished it. And I was so disappointed. And then I tried another color along, and that person never finished the one that they were doing. And so I got really discouraged. But the only problem I have is, and what's stopping me, is that I don't know how to make things underwater look underwater, like everything have a bluish tint. Does it need to? No, but I think it would be really cool if all of this had like an underwater hue to it. So if anybody knows a really good video that shows how to do that, I would be happy. And maybe I need to go back and watch her video and see, because I can't remember. I know she did a little bit more. She did the coral reef, and I never went back to that. I was working on the trees, and then it was going to get down to here. So, but hints and things would be awesome. I would really like to finish this page. Maybe work on another one. And then this is one of the books I got for Christmas. So I want to color. I picked this one to color in first. I thought, oh, I may be able to do 2. We'll see. So this is Star Trek Coloring Poster Book Exclusive Edition. My husband got it for me for Christmas. It's one of a couple that he got. And then this was another Christmas gift that I want to color in Uncommonly Cute Animals by Jen Racine. So I will probably start from the front and just work my way front to back. That's typically what I do with all my coloring books. I'm just a front to back girl. I generally don't feel the need to go through and pick a picture, you know, because I want to do them all. So then, I've got a couple of project books that will be in my stack every month this year. So Michelle from Kits and Caboodles and I have been working on this. We were working on it last year. So we have some to do. And all the ones with pink tabs, I think, are the ones that she hasn't done. And then everything else is stuff that I can color in my free time, because I was going to try to finish the book at the same time. We've been having a lot of fun with this book. It's been challenging me, and I really like it. So, Baby Dragons, Jade Summer, love this book. And then Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors and I decided to do a project book this year. And we agreed that we would try to finish it in a year. It was something we discussed. So, Floating 3D Mandalas, Volume 2 by Tabitha Barnett. And I had this book before Kathy did. So I had done a couple of pictures earlier in the spring, I think, is when I did these. So I did this one, and I had done this one. Well, I started this one. I finished it this week. And then I did this one. So I already had 3 done. And so I know that this week she did those 3. Or last week she did those 3. So that we could be in the same place. Then we figured out that we need to do 5 a month to finish the book. And actually there will be 3 months where we could only do 4 because we got 3 done already. So we can slack off if we need to. But it shouldn't be hard. And then each month we're going to switch off deciding what to do with the mandalas. So this month we decided I would pick what to do with the mandalas, and we're starting from the back of the book and working forward. So, the last 5 in the book, I went through and I looked at them and I decided, they're like challenges. So, this one is basically pick your own, do it however you want to do it. And then this one, I decided silver and gold with purple as the accent color. So it can be any medium, but we have to do it in silver and gold. You know me, I'm thinking glittery, shiny, fabulous. I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but we'll see. This one, random colors 6 to 8. I said it would be cool. I said 6 to 8 because I said we draw random markers and you can draw 8 and then you could take away a couple if they really don't mesh. Or you can just draw, it's kind of up to you. You just want to draw 6 and just go with that. If you want to draw 6 to 8, or if you want to use 8 colors, because there were a lot of spaces in this one. I don't think we'll always do that. I mean, we didn't talk about having a limit, you know, always do 5 or whatever. I don't think you'd ever do more than that, but I just thought it would be cool to try it and maybe be able to take 1 or 2 away if we needed to. So, and I thought this looked like a 6-color mandala. I am by no means a mandala expert. This one, I said all glitter gel pen, any color, doesn't matter. And this one, I picked a color palette for it, which is on my phone, so I can't show it to you, but any medium. So I gave her a color palette to use, and then we will use that to do this one. So that's our plan. I think it'll be fun to see what we do every month in this book. Then I divided my books into some different categories, and then I have some spinner apps, or I have a spinner app on my iPad called Spin the Wheel, I think it is. And you can see I spun the wheel. I think I have 6 different categories the way they're on the shelves. So I spun the wheel for every category, and with the exception of I have a Gin Racine Jane Madey wheel, but I didn't do that because I have the Uncommonly Cute Animals that I'm coloring out of. So the Creative Haven has its own wheel. So Country Gardens was what came up. I haven't colored in this, so that is cool. That's one of my random books. I have a unicorns, dragons, and dinosaurs shelf. So actually, funny enough, Unicorns and Dragons by Selena Finnick came up, so I'll pick a picture out of here. Then I have a Design Originals. What is it? It's Camellia Angel Cova, Design Originals, and then Cats and Dogs, I think. So I haven't done anything in here, so I'll pick something out of here and two, which will be fun. Then I have a miscellaneous shelf. 100 Easy Designs was what was picked. What I have to decide is if I've already colored in the book, if I'm gonna put it back and draw another one. But anyway, that one was a good one to pick. And then Flower Pot Hatchlings coloring book, volume 35. Yeah, I need to go through Heather Valentin's books and see. I think she just numbers them all. But this is like dragons and ducks and cute little things. Hatchlings. This was my fantasy. I couldn't call it dragons and unicorns because it has things besides dragons, like little ducks and things. So that's why it's in fantasy. And then I have a, what is this one on? I have a Tabitha Barnett, Jeff Haney, Deborah Muller, Jade Summer shelf. And Crazy Cat Girls came up. I have the PDF and I had already printed it out. So I'm going to color something from Crazy Cat Girls. And that is what is in my stack. So we will see if this works out. I don't know. I really have to decide. My thought is I probably won't end up finishing the Mythmorphia picture, but I would really like to, because that would be like a weight off of me to finish that picture. But that's my coloring. That's like my goals. That's what I want to do. And keep track of things and be able to... The reason I decided I wanted to keep track of the pictures I color, and I needed to more, is because, like, I couldn't go back and show you what I colored in November if I tried, because I didn't do a finished pages. I think I only did 2 or 3, but I was thinking about adding it to December, and I'm like, I don't even remember which ones I finished. So I'm like, I just need to keep better track and post things more. So that's what I'm doing. And hopefully I can come up with some fun things. And I decided that I need to have more Spock Bear. He has his own Facebook page, by the way. So we used to go on adventures back before a pandemic happened. I have him. He's my little one, and I have a bigger one that's like the size of a real teddy bear. So I have not 1, but 2 Spock Bears. This is my travel size Spock Bear, and he has his own little travel pouch that I put him in so that I can put him around my shoulder, and then we take pictures and have a good time, and he's awesome. So anyway, we need to have more Spock Bear in our lives. But that's it. Thank you for watching. You know, I don't know if I said this, but I really appreciate everybody that watches and comments and just gains some kind of enjoyment out of my videos, because I'm just on here babbling and I don't really know why, but must be for some reason, right? So I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.